Hey there, fellow proxies. I hope you guys are all doing well. So, just a couple of hours ago, we have finally received some major kit changes to both Silver Soldier ANBY and Trigger in the new update to the 1.6 beta. So today in this video, we're going to go over all of the new changes to both of the limited characters, so you can decide who to spend your hard-earned polychromes on when the next update finally drops. But before we begin, let me give you guys the usual disclaimer that everything mentioned in this video is early information and can be subject to change at any point in time. With that out of the way, let's begin without wasting any more of your time. Okay, let's first start with the kit changes for Trigger. As out of the two limited characters, she has more changes done to her kit. Starting with her talent. The old effect of the talent stated that if they were characters with attack roll or characters from the same faction as Trigger in the team, while performing Trigger's EX special attack, her crit rate increases by 10%. Additionally, if Trigger's crit rate is above 40%, each 1% increase in crit rate boosts the day's value caused by Trigger's additional attack by 65%. This caps out to a maximum increase of 4%. The new effect of the talent has the same activation requirement as the old effect, but instead lets Trigger's additional attack accumulate 15% more days. And additionally, when Trigger's impact stat exceeds 130 points, every 3 additional points increases the additional attack damage by 1%, up to a maximum increase of 20%. Next is Trigger's special attack. The old effect had Trigger perform a forward slash, followed by a powerful shooting attack, while leaping to the ground, dealing massive electric damage. Additionally, after performing this attack, Trigger can perform the third stage of her basic attack without consuming any call points. With the new effect, Trigger instead performs a upward slash and launches into the air before slamming into the ground, dealing massive electric damage. Additionally, it grants all teammates affected by the special attack 2 points of call trigger. Moving over to Trigger's ultimate, which does massive AoE electric damage in a large area like before, but additionally also instantly grants teammates the buff from Trigger's special attack, equivalent to consuming 6 sniper points. Lastly, there is Trigger's charged basic attack. First is the old effect. Holding the attack button causes Trigger to enter sniper stance and continuously shoot forward, dealing electric damage. During this, Trigger will automatically evade attacks when hit by enemies, which can be triggered every 12 seconds. While in sniper stance, hitting enemies with continuous shooting grants Trigger 1 sniper point, while hitting enemies with a charged counterattack grants Trigger 2 sniper points. And lastly, hitting enemies with a finishing blow applies the Trigger special attack buff to the entire team for 50 seconds. This has been replaced with a new effect, which states that using the charged basic attack lets Trigger enter the crouched shooting stance, continuously firing forward and dealing electric damage. During the attack, the joystick can be used for minor adjustments in movement, and if Trigger is hit while moving, a countershot is triggered, which deals electric damage. Furthermore, hitting enemies during sniper mode accumulates 1 sniper point, while the crouch countershot accumulates 2 sniper points. Up to a maximum of 6 points can be gained. Furthermore, releasing the button or reaching the maximum 6 points triggers an ultimate shot, which deals massive damage and grants all teammates the Trigger special attack buff. This buff stack limit increases based on the number of sniper points consumed. And while repeatedly triggering the ultimate shot does not refresh the duration of this buff, but it does refresh its maximum stack limit. So that's pretty much all of the updated changes to Trigger's kit. Lastly, let's go over Silver Soldier ANBY's kit changes, who didn't have any changes done to her base kit, but did get changes to 3 of her mindscapes, so let's briefly go over those. Starting with her M1, which has been buffed from only giving 20 points of ruckus value whenever ANBY deals additional attack damage, to now giving 100 points of ruckus value. Next is her M2, which previously only increased the damage from ANBY's additional attacks by 40%. This has now been buffed to over 50% instead. And finally, there is ANBY's M4, which has been buffed from only letting ANBY ignore 15% of the enemy's electric damage resistance when she deals damage to enemies with the activated mark applied, to now ignoring 25% of the enemy's electric resistance. So that's pretty much all of the information we have related to the updated changes done to both ANBY and Trigger's kit in the new update. If you found the info in this video helpful, feel free to give it a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all the latest Zenless Zone 0 news and information. That's it for now, so I'll see you in the next video.